Hey y'all, welcome back to Rolling Pin Recipes. As some of you may know, we were full-time living in our RV. We used to have an RV stove slash oven. Now we got this vintage Hardwick 4-burner range. We love it, it's beautiful, and it works amazing. In that, we lost a drawer, that doesn't really matter too bad, and I lost the fold-down counter. And there's a little bit of a gap here that we do need to figure out, but for now I just have a towel. It's amazing, beautiful. So now, until we figure something out, I have this little non-stick mat, like $1 or $2. It's 4 times this length. It's like a rug runner or cabinet liner. And we got this big old cutting board. I'm gonna pull it out. This stove is about 20 by 21 inches long, and we got this gorgeous cutting board. Look at that. Beautiful. Fits like a glove. I'm so excited. There's a tiny bit of space here. That's the extra inch, 21 by 20. I do not mind that at all. This little back bit, need to be careful with it. And also, we're gonna figure something out for the back until we figure out exactly what we're gonna do, because I have to be very careful that I don't drop anything back there or else I won't be able to get it out. So I have my cute little flowers, my pepper, salt, olive oil, and a little flour shaker for when I make pizza or bread and need a little dusting real quick, and my temperature gauge. Says it's 57% humidity and 75 degrees. This light puts off a bit of heat, and anyway, this is so exciting. Has a little notch for grease or whatever, and you can flip it over, but we probably won't need to do that too much, and it has the little handle holes. So this is the upgrade we've been waiting for, and I'm so excited. Anyway, after that little update, we are going to make some bread products. There are a few staples that we have in this household. One, pizza. The family loves pizza, y'all. We've got our handy dandy KitchenAid. I love it and don't use it all the time, but I love having it and use it when I want. I made this cute little bowl cover, not particularly for the KitchenAid, but it fits perfect. I made it for one particular Pyrex bowl that does not have a lid. This pizza dough is very simple, quick and easy. Got my little plug way up there. We're going to weigh some ingredients out. We want this scale in grams, and now I can use my scale on here because it's nice, flat, and level. Zero that booger out. All right, y'all, the scale zeroed out. We're gonna start with 650 grams of water, or about 2.5 cups. It's 446, 547, 633. Water is heavy, so it'll catch up on you quick. 653. We're gonna call that good. Now I keep my bread flour in a 5-gallon bucket down here. To make it easier, I'm just gonna scoop it in with a measuring spoon, measuring cup. 237. We need 1,000 grams of bread flour, which is about 5.5 cups. And this makes about 6 10-inch pizzas. That's 9, 12. Need 1,000. Ooh, 1,003. Perfect. And we got new lids and love them. We need 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. I keep mine in the freezer to keep it good. More flavor comes from less yeast and a longer fermentation, basically. And before we add the salt, I'm going to put it on the mixer mostly. And because I have a difficulty with the salt sometimes, I'm just going to do it in a separate container. We need 20 grams of salt. Sometimes it doesn't register. Okay, 1 gram. We'll be here a minute. 19 and 20. Perfect. And that is about 3 teaspoons. Pour it in. Now at first we're going to use the paddle and incorporate some air until the sides are clear. Sometimes you might have to go slow so it doesn't spill the flour everywhere. All right, y'all, it's putting a beating on the mixer, but the sides are pretty much clear. Then we're gonna switch to the dough hook for a minute. Let me clear all this off. It's a little sticky, but no big deal. Comes clean pretty quickly. All right, y'all, pretty clean on that. And we'll add the dough hook. Now we're gonna knead this until it forms a ball. Pretty much a ball. It starts creeping up the hook as well, or the attachment. We're just going to remove this. Here's the dough. We're going to get it off the hook. Still sticky. Comes right off. A little less sticky than before. This dough tastes best after 24 hours, at least overnight in the fridge, and then it's good for up to 3 days. And you can freeze it. I'm just going to put a little flour on this cutting board and we're gonna knead it until we get a smooth ball. What we do after I divide it, put it in my dish, and olive oil everything down, I will put it in a bag or container to put into the freezer in single serving balls. They'll be covered in olive oil, and you just put them in your bag, and then when you want to use it, you just defrost it, not until it's warm, but until it's cool and pliable. If it's a little more room temperature, it'll cook faster, but if it's cool, not freezing cold, then it's also gonna cook better. This is awesome. I love this cutting board. We're just gonna knead this a minute and get it into a nice smooth ball. We're gonna put it back into our bowl and let it double. Then we're gonna divide it out. Oh boy, we're starting to stick. Oh boy, now my board's starting to slip. I'm gonna need this a couple minutes. All right, y'all, it's sticking a little bit, but just do a couple stretch and folds and it rested a minute. It's in a nice smooth ball in here. It's about that big. And we'll just let it double and then I'll divide it out. We do about 6 pizzas, but I might try 5 this time. We'll find out. And I just rub my hands together to get this dough off, at least some of it. All right, y'all, this is the pan I keep the dough in the fridge. Feel it, it's getting quite low. We'll put a little more than that. They always stick. Give this a little rub down. Sides, corners. I cleaned and oiled the board down, so hopefully it should be good. All right, y'all, this is the dough. It smells really good. I like to cut the plastic wrap long enough so hopefully I can put it over this pan as well. Not much, but it's definitely risen. It's very poofy. I get every bit out of this bowl, y'all. It's a beautiful dough. Okay, now what we do is weigh this bad boy. I should have done it like this. Usually it's about 16 something. 1668. Divided by 6. That's 278. Bench scraper, be careful on the cutting board. Should get about 3 each. 278 I think is what it was. All right, y'all, welcome to another day. Here's our dough. They expand a little bit and there's a lot of olive oil down there. I'm gonna pull one out. They actually pull out way better when you get plenty of olive oil on there. Who would have thought? Am I right? Try to cover those up. Now they're olive oily, so we're gonna put a little flour. This is just AP flour. I'm gonna dust my peel, dust my dough, rub that around. Don't want it to stick. Then we establish the crust, lay her down and poke her out. It's really cold straight out the fridge. Just let gravity take her a little. Stretches it out more even if you grab by the crust. You want to make sure you define that crust so it pops out even, puffs up evenly. Then I just do a poke like this around the whole center to make sure it's even. And if there are any giant tall spots, they can flatten out a bit. My family's favorite, y'all, is a pepperoni and cheese. Pepperoni, olive, and cheese. But we need to try some new pizza. So give us some combinations you enjoy. Maybe we'll have to give them a try. We like what we like, though. We do like our classics. A cookie pizza does sound good. I'm not sure if that's like a cookie dough in the shape of a pizza. I have had a cookie cake. Add salt. We can make it bigger and adjust the shape here in a minute. Some black olives. Put it under the cheese so they don't go everywhere. Mozzarella. Once I put the pepperonis on, we will stretch it out a bit more. Y'all, we make this batch of pizza dough at least once a week. Now we'll add some pepperonis and stretch it out a bit. Grab the pepperoni and stretch. I can already tell it's not going to pass what I call the shimmy test. So it's sticking to the peel. So I will need to flour that more. Thought about maybe making these holes bigger. Okay, we'll fix that. When I move things around, I can't find it. I usually keep a little scooper in my flour bin. Oh wow, that's a lot. So I thought this little shaker would be nice because I could just shake it on, but I need to fix those holes. Then it'd probably be way better. I shook so much flour on there. Stretching out better though. Readjust, no biggie. Full coverage, y'all. My family's really hungry right now, busy. So we're just gonna get them fed, y'all. All right, y'all, we got this new cutting board I've been telling y'all about what we want to do. This is it. It's awesome. We got cute bins. It matches our stove. We're just having fun, y'all. This is what I call the shimmy test. And it's almost there. If it's not gonna pass the shimmy test, it ain't gonna come off the peel well. And there we go. Now the top of the stove is probably the largest workspace we have. We're tiny living, y'all, in our camper, and we love it. So it gets very warm, obviously, because of the oven. So it's kind of hard to work with stuff like this sometimes. Shimmy test still good. All right, we're gonna throw it in. I've got the pizza stone preheated in the oven at 550, but even if it's at 350 or so, it should be good. I'm gonna wipe this excess flour off. That was a really loud trailer going by. All right, let's pop her in. I need to pull the shelf out a little bit. Pull out the shelf, pop her in. Beautiful. Now I'll set a timer for 2 minutes, 3 times, and rotate it. All right, y'all, it's been 2 minutes. Let's rotate it. Come here. Oh boy, almost lost her. I usually rotate about 180, but I don't think it's as hot today, outside or the oven. Another 2 minutes. It smells just like a pizza shop, y'all. I did used to work at a pizza shop, and this is what it smells like. That looks incredible. Now, I like to put the light side in the back, but this still has a little give to it. I'm not going to get a good look at the bottom, so just going to scoot it to the back and we will cook it more. I might have to do another additional time after this 2 minutes, but we will see, y'all. All right, y'all, the timer just went off. Let's check it out. Oh, we got some good color. Let's see. I might put it in there for another minute while I need to go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Y'all, maybe it's been 30 seconds. Got some good color on there. I don't want to cut it on that new board yet. Keep the oven shut. Ooh, y'all. Beautiful. All right, let's slice into her. That crunch, y'all. Yes, please. And we just give it some space so it can cool because it is hotter than a firecracker. Check out that dough, y'all. Beautiful, poofy. You get a nice sized pie. Absolutely delicious. Family favorite. Check it out, y'all. Give it a try. Bon appetit. We're gonna make another one. Just wait. All right, y'all. Now we're gonna make a little bit different one. This one didn't pull apart as nice, so we just give her a little stretch. Might need more flour. Define the crust. Give it a little stretch. Poke in the middle. Got lots of traffic down the road today. Let gravity pull by that crust. Whew, it's super hot by this oven, y'all. My goodness, what's going on out there? Okay, now we're gonna do a bit of a half. Rather a little extra flour than not enough, y'all. Oh boy. We're gonna do tomato first. Salt. Now, y'all, barbecue sauce. It's Sweet Baby Ray's, but the package came apart. Probably don't need too much. I don't need this knife no more, so I'm just gonna spread it with this. It's not very good. We'll spread it out in a minute. Black olives. We love them. Cute little cutting board. Okay, my husband says we probably should do the brisket. Yes, smoked brisket, homemade. If you want to check that out, we've got the video on our channel. We froze a ton of it, and now we have it for whenever we want anything brisket. Brisket mac and cheese is so good. Now this will stretch out in a minute, and I can always adjust. Cheese it. and pepperoni. Now usually I use the pepperonis to pull the pie a little bit, but I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I might have to just put pepperonis all around and use it to grab it. That's what I always do, y'all. There we go. Not too bad. Alrighty, y'all. I'm super excited. Hopefully it's good. I don't think it's gonna pass the shimmy test. It's a little sticky over here. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna wipe off the excess flour and we're gonna put it in. Going in. It's a lot hotter this time around, so 6 minutes might just do it. Alright, y'all. It's been 2 minutes. Let's rotate it. 180, back in 2 minutes. All right, y'all, it's been another 2 minutes. Poofy, look at that. Keep it back in, rotate it. Put the side that needs more color in the back. 2 more minutes. All right, y'all, it should be done. Oh, it's a little dark. It's okay. I probably did 3 or 4 minutes on accident. I thought I was setting the timer right. That's okay. All right, y'all. Let's cut into her. I didn't show the bottom of the last one. May not be the most even cuts, but we cut all the way through, unlike some places. Not trying to throw too much shade. Here's the bottom of the other one. It's got a little ranch on there. Beautiful thickness. I'm excited to try this. That crust is just so good. Alright, y'all, we're gonna try a piece of this pizza. No flop, y'all. Looks delicious. I'm gonna try this one. It's so hot. It's hot. It's meaty, which is a given. It's brisket. It's very good. I think I could have put a little more barbecue on there. It's very, oh wow. The sweetness is so good. And that little bit of cheese on there. It's so good, but it's so hot. Y'all, the flavor of this crust is so good. We encourage y'all to give it a try. Both of these are also good with ranch. Help me with the homemade ranch recipe if you want to help a girl out. All right, y'all, we're gonna make another pizza. Today we're making a BLT pizza. Go in with sauce. In my husband's case, this is the T. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, salt, mozzarella. Usually I stretch it after the pepperoni, so I'm gonna have to figure something out here. We've got bacon. It's a couple strips, not thick, just regular. I'm actually gonna sprinkle a little bit more on top, a little bit more cheese on top, so it kind of sticks a little better, hopefully. My oven and pizza stone are preheating. All right, let's try to stretch it a little more. Let's not push it. Okay, we're gonna shimmy it. Perfect. Wipe the excess flour. Make this a more even shape here real quick before I slide her in. Alrighty. Super excited to try this pie. We're gonna bake it. I preheated the stone in the oven at 550. It's as high as it goes. And we're gonna cook it for 6 minutes or so, 2 minutes at a time before we rotate. Alright, y'all, it's been 2 minutes. Let's check it out. Yeah, I lost a couple pieces. Want to rotate it about 180. 2 minutes again. Not much color on there. All right, y'all. Just been 2 minutes. Got some nice color on the back there. We're gonna rotate. I believe this is the 3rd day of this pizza dough, and this is how long you want to let it sit. So you shouldn't go past 3 days. We've gone past, but it tastes better before. You can always freeze it, and it does a great pizza. 2 more minutes. 1 to 2 more minutes. All right, y'all. It was in there for 1 minute extra. Now you ought to check out what we do here. Check it out. Beautiful. Cut the heat on that oven. It's so hot. This pie looks delicious. It looks amazing yet. Oh, just wait. Let's wipe some of this flour off just in case. Okay. My husband ain't too fond of tomatoes. Now we top it with lettuce. We got the B. Now we got the L. This pizza actually was a little smaller since I couldn't stretch it too bad, but that's totally fine. We got the L. Now on my portion, we're gonna put a little T, y'all. I'm excited. I've never had a BLT pizza. My husband actually, both my husband and I have worked at a pizza joint, and the one I worked at had simple pizzas. The one he worked at obviously had some crazier. I'm so excited to try this. Stay tuned for some other fun pizzas like taco pizza, cheeseburger pizza. I put it on like the best crust. Well, that's okay. All right, y'all. I'm excited to try it. BLT pizza. Bon appetit. We appreciate y'all for watching and hope you guys enjoy our videos. We love cooking. We love making things homemade. We love making our favorites at home. Got a little sag to it. It could have been in there a couple more minutes probably. And all these toppings are falling off. So bon appetit. It's harder than a firecracker, but I need to try it. Oh yeah. Y'all, that's delicious. The lettuce tastes incredible on there. The bacon is super salty and delicious. That is so good. Hope you guys give this a try if you think you'll like it. And check out our channel for more. Bon appetit, y'all. Peace out. Comment down below. Let us know what your favorite pizza is. What you like. If you tried this before, give this video a like if you enjoyed. And subscribe for more. Bon appetit.